Once you take a step into a dream of yours, a portal of possibility opens up and you see a little bit further than you did before. What will you most regret when you look back on your life? Hi, welcome to the Connect with Sheila podcast. I'm an entrepreneur, mom, self-care strategist, and creator of the Seasons self-care app. I'm committed to helping you reconnect to your purpose, elevate your well-being, and build your version of a happy, successful life. You're listening to a Monday minisode where I share an insight designed to help you live into what lights you up this week. And I've been starting my days for a while now with meditation. It's when my mind is most clear and open to exploring the truths in my heart and in my life. And it's a time when I have enough space to feel into how I'm really doing and what I think of my life in that particular snapshot of time. Now, sometimes a vision of what I'd like to see comes up, and sometimes it's some scenario that I'm resistant to or I'm feeling fear around. It can be an emotion, it can be an old memory, and sometimes it's as simple as a word coming up. So the other day, a word came to me, and that word was regret. Now, regret is a really loaded word, and when I look back over my last decade of life, I see a lot of times where I was trying to feel a sense of safety and control. And I had experienced the loss of my sister in 2013. You may know the story from past episodes. And just when it'd feel like I'd found my footing, some healing and some peace about the future, maybe, like another devastating loss would happen. Some of my loves would seriously go through struggles. One of them left, and there were more people who passed away. And it's something we don't like to talk about often, as I just feel like this is something that is true for a lot of us. We want to focus on moving forward, on staying busy, and not really being present in those emotions because it hurts, right? Those are really deep experiences. And there's some that, like, as a human, you're always going to experience it at some point. If you haven't yet, it will come. And if it hasn't happened to you, it's happening in your circle at any given time where people are going through things. And it's uncomfortable and we don't know what to say. We don't know how to best comfort each other. We often don't even know how to cope ourselves and how to comfort our own selves. So I can say that particularly over the last decade, even though I had experiences prior to that in my life of loss and grieving, I can say that most recently, because I was feeling really intentional about it, I've gained some deep learnings about life, decisions, human resilience, and I've also learned practices to build my capacity to hold both joy and sorrow simultaneously, and how to remain connected to a growing vision of the life that I desire, to believe that I'm worthy of it, and how to bring others along on the journey from finding, what are those experiences we're going through, to then finding those things that they want to live into, doing it for themselves. And there have been many hurdles emotionally and logistically that I've had to overcome and that I'm in the process still of overcoming. I think this is a lifelong thing, right? We can't get away from it in this human life. And the beauty of this is that I've had the honor of witnessing this in others as well. And it's possible for you. What will your future self regret not doing? Think about that. Once you take a step into a dream of yours, a portal of possibility opens up and you see a little bit further than you did before. You see a different action, a different result. And if you consider what you'll feel like at the end of your life, looking back on how you lived and all the experiences you've had, what will you most regret not doing? Sometimes we can regret things we did, but what would you regret not doing? Regret can be a deeply motivating emotion, and it can come from an empowering place and become an empowering tool when you take hold of its potential by transporting your imagination into how your future self is going to feel. So think about that for a moment. What is it for you? Getting clear on these things and getting clear on what you want to achieve with your one precious life, putting a plan together, collaborating to help bring it to life, cheerleading others on in the process, holding each other accountable, and actually experiencing it sooner than you thought possible. Like, these things become available to you when you have some kind of vision of what you want. It can actually happen. Instead of just being a pipe dream that one day you will sit with regret, pondering, "Oh, why didn't I take a step?" when you're unable to at the end of your life at that point. So it's not too late. You're here now. You're listening. You have ideas. So let's take the messy actions together, shall we? Let's do this. Let's trust. Let's know that why we are here matters, and that the dream inside of you is here for beautiful reasons that you get to uncover. This is the experience I'm inviting you into in the Seasons Collective, a place for you to step into the next phase of your life or business evolution in a community that places a high value on personal growth, connection, and making a positive impact in the world without burning out. It's for the woman who owns her worth and who wants to serve from a place of overflowing energy and well-being. Her impact is amplified in the way that she's nourishing herself in her body, her mind, and her soul. To learn about how you can be part of this community, go to the link in the show notes for the details. If you're watching this on YouTube, go to the link in the comments. Everything is there for you. I would so love to see you inside. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you got something valuable from it, please tag me on social media, because I love to shout out the messages you tag me in. And on my Q&As, I often will bring in listener questions and comments. It means the world to me that you listen to these episodes. So when you're rating, reviewing, or sharing them, it really helps spread the message of going for your version of a life of more to those who need the encouragement. I'm so looking forward to seeing you on another episode. I really appreciate you. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Big blessings.